strong sortie in an attacking position. Stevens. Hilditch. 10 metres out, directly underneath the posts. Sterling. Cronin. Well, still looking to get the pass away as he was falling, but wisely didn't. Mackenzie at dummy half. Stevens. Price. Resisting the tackle to the end. Stevens. Sterling. Johnson. And Parramatta have come up with the ball. And they're in for a try. Stephen Edge has come up with the dregs from that. I must be honest and say I didn't see that he caught the ball cleanly. But he said pass away. Win with long arms entwined around his body. Sterling. Scott. Mackenzie. Cronin standing up in the tackle. Still going. Jumper half torn off. But it'll passed away. Mackenzie. I don't think that jumper's ever going to be quite the same. Parramatta in the opening 18 minutes of this game have not had any inferiority complex about their size as opposed to the big St George pack. Sterling. Stevens. That's a beautiful pass to Cronin. Cronin gets a one-hander away to Kenny. Only about 20 metres out now from the St George line. Pressure. Up goes the bomb. They're onside this time. Johnson. Oh, it's been taken clearly by Mackenzie. That's a magnificent jump at the air, and Gibson's selection of Mackenzie, I think, has been well and truly justified on his performance in the opening. The size of the St George pack has not been evident. In this last 10 minutes, Parramatta have tackled them low and hard and often. Cronin folding his body around that pass and came to him hard. Stevens. Error count, Parramatta 2, St George 3. That's the number of times each side's given the ball back to the opposition. Stephen Edge. Pass getting away. There it is out to Coburn. Coburn sprinting well, but he takes the tackle. He had support on the outside in the shape of Hilditch, who can run a bit. Oh, that pass looked a little bit marginal, but it's got it away now to Kenny to Cronin. Cronin back inside to Edge. I think he's in for number 2. Stephen Edge, the try-scoring hooker and captain. Great backing up. Morris again. How quickly this Paul Taylor's getting out of the scrum. There he is round the top. Well, they look identical, almost, Sterling and Taylor. Morris, Craig Young, batters his way through the middle and did it solo. There was nobody there that he would have passed to anyway. Morris, Trudgett, Wynn standing wide, burst the first line. Away to Brian Johnston. He's got a bit of pace. Now Saradimi. Spectacular stuff. Saradimi with a little kick through. He'll win the race to the ball, but whether... Yes! Midfield, this scrum. 24 metres out from the St George quarter. Morris. Oh, he had Trudgett on the outside. He's got up and played it forward. Little fella's lightning acceleration. Gets to the halfway. Trudgett, Graham Buckley. 15 points to 3. St George need more points before half-time. Craig Young. Looking to drop that pass back on the inside, but couldn't get his hands free. Morris, Trudgett. He's got no change at all today, Trudgett, from Brett Scott. Stone. Graham Saradimi in the clear. He's done the kick again. He'll win the race to this. Oh, the bounce is unbelievable. What a double. Well, you've got to give him credit. I feel sorry for Mackenzie, who has been confronted with a... Cronin drives that one deep. Stands up on its end nicely for Philip Graham. A bit of a breeze sprung up Barry Ross.
Yes, just in the last 2 or 3 moments. It's a strong southerly, and it could play a big part in the second half, favouring St George in that half, of course.
Robert Stone. Paul Taylor has had the top game in defence. Here's Johnson making the bust. He could go on with this too. Yes, he's got the beating of Steve McKenzie. This is going to be a runaway. Kenny's at him. And there's 3 tries to St George, 2 of them in the last 60 seconds. Incredible stuff. 15,271, the official crowd. The ball's been stolen by St George. Very quick to break was Graham Wynn. Took it out of the halfback's hands virtually. Saradimi. 10 metres inside Parramatta's half. Trudgett. Brad Buchanan playing in number 18. Replacing Rod Reddy. Morris. Craig Young. Out comes from Dowling. Stone. Johnson. Johnson's going. Oh, he stumbled. There was a dive, I think a despairing dive by Steve McKenzie. Just ankle tapped him. About 3 metres out, he's fallen. St George hot on attack now as Graham Wynn's wrapped up. Put it away to Dowling. Dowling slips up the blind side. Last tackle. Saradimi. Trudgett. Wrapped up and pushed back about 24 metres. Or huge load on Craig Young's shoulders in this St George pack. He's the one that keeps them honest, sets the work rate. Stone, nice pass to Johnson. Still going. But a dummy. The kick ahead has been knocked down. 6 to go. As Saradimi picks up the dregs, he's got a bit of pace. He's busted 1, 2. Lobs a pass over the top to Johnson. It's a try. Number 3 there. Peter Cullen, the new boy in the St George side, has got himself into the right position to score from very, very good work by, well, first Johnson, then the son's game of football. Robert Stone. Craig Young. Graham Wynn. About a metre short of the quarter line. Parramatta's end. Morris. He's tried to go more in his own in this match than I've seen him since he's been with St George. Craig Young, a beautiful pass straight on to Brad Buchanan. Keep moving the ball the way they've been doing. Of course, St George have got no option. Sterling. Beautiful step. Cronin. Away to Kenny. He's picked up on a tackle. The pass has gone to ground. And St George come up with it. Opportunities at both ends there. Philip Graham. Sterling's stepping ability has been an eye-opener this afternoon. Repeatedly beat the defence. Trudgett sights the gap. Beautiful taken by Johnson. Johnson's got support on the inside of Baines. 1 tackle. Graham Atkins pushes him out and over the sideline. Top tackle from behind. Yeah, Sterling's back in the field of play. Craig Young, last tackle coming up. Little kick over the top. Taken well by Sterling. He takes the tackle. Graham Atkins, the Brad Buchanan, or Graham Buckley tackle. Great Price. And beautifully then on to Peter Sterling. On to Brett Scott, rather. Out it goes from Brad Williams. Out to Kenny. Kenny's flying, but he's tackled again. The crowd rising to their feet. Cronin at dummy half. The Bearded Bradley Williams slowly to his feet there. Now Kevin Stevens back on the inside to Cronin. Stood up in a tackle. Out it goes to Hilditch, accelerating. Does the full swivel. Tackled on the quarter line. 19-16, 10.5 minutes to go. Stevens runs from dummy half, unloads to Sterling. Sterling's pass was picked up by Ray Price on the half volley. Back on the inside to Sterling, I think. Is it Sterling? Stone. Win. Johnson, overlap. Sorodumi. Just too much cover there. They got him over the sideline. There's the Hoodagon in the background and delighted Cumberland fans. And it's good to see absolutely nobody on the field except people that are supposed to be there.